Hello everybody, my name is Barford, Weston, Kensington III. I'm afraid you caught me in the middle of a constitutional. Now before any of you go saying something about me being rude and ungentlemanlike, let me point out that a constitutional is a walk for one's health and to assist with digestion. Not the rude kind of constitutional. As a matter of fact, I would like to point out that there's been a lot of terms that have been used and co-opted and tend to be thought of as being rude these days. For example, if you look on a bottle of perfume or cologne, you will see that it says eau de toilette. Now a lot of people understand at least enough French to understand that means water of toilet or toilet water. Now this was a term that was used long before indoor plumbing. You see, the one's toilet used to mean the daily routine one went through to be considered proper for public. For example, washing one's face, brushing your hair. For a gentleman it meant shaving, for a woman it meant putting on makeup. Now, as I said, this came around before the idea of indoor plumbing, before the toilet was used for, well, refuse, if you will. Now, there are tons of other things. For example, apparently faggot is a negative term for a homosexual. No, it's not. It's a small bundle of sticks that's used to start a fire. I've no idea how the two got confused. I mean, I can understand the British using the term fag for a cigarette. It's a bundle of dried leaves and, well, occasionally it'll have a stick or two in it, particularly if you're using fresh-cut tobacco yourself. But it has nothing to do with one's sexual preference. I suppose in an extreme case you could say that it has something to do with well, the number of genitalia, but that's about it. Hey, why do we have to take a term that's already in use and make it mean something completely different? I mean, for example, going back to the British, they use the term torch for a flashlight. Well, yes, it is. It is something you hold in your hand that lights the general area. That's what a torch used to do. It's an electric torch instead of one that requires oil and wood and cloth. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference there. I mean, you can use the term torch because it means pretty much the same thing. It's the same idea. Whereas, you know, the term faggot or the term toilet, it means completely different things now. We really need to focus on just one or the other. Either something means the exact same thing, or we just delete it from our vocabulary. It gets way too confusing when you take one word and make it mean something completely different. Particularly something absurd. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today, sadly. As I said, you kind of caught me unprepared. I mean, just out having a nice walk. As always, thank you very much for watching and joining me today. And stay tuned for more from this Ollamh Productions company. Cheerio!